Ladies and gentlemen, we got the next game currently up. That's right, it's going to be the finale of 5-man complete back-to-back action. Not exactly back-to-back, we did give the players time in the middle, but nonetheless, it's going to be a 5-game matches. That's right, we're going to have 4 games. It's going to be, of course, played out at all the maps, and the 5th one is, of course, selected by the people and by the players. So we'll still have that currently up at the end. This could be the finale, the tiebreaker for all the teams. For now, however, what we do see are going to be the five games where these professionals, these players, which have been accumulated throughout the entirety of the tournament, only the best of the best have been taken and put over here. There's going to be 19 teams in total. They'll be fighting each other off. So these 5 hours, they're going to spend all these 5 hours, all these 5 games, racking up as many kill points as they can and as many high position coin points as they can. But already we do see players going down at 75, will soon turn to 73. 2 players are already down, but not dead, mind you, not dead. Down. Now, first map is going to be, of course, the Wrangle. Gotta love the face. We'll start off with something classic. Everyone is familiar with this map. Can't go wrong with this, ever. Unless you're pretty young for the game, in which case you're gonna have to learn a lot. You do have 1 already registered for a team. Good to see that happen. Indeed. Now, first zone will be closing out in about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Seems the game is pretty bugged for some players. That's not an issue on their end. That's going to be an issue for the... what is that thing called again? The emulators. So at the moment, we'll just have a complete lookout. All right. Remember to keep your allies close by. Team number 16, BGMI. Still trying to get those loots. All is good. All is Gucci so far. Only 1 squad has been eliminated. And red zone will now start coming in. Apparently there were 20 squads, not 19. Oh, there were 19 squads. But just 1 player died. Okay, so there's going to be 19 squads. As is tradition. Now only 40 seconds remains. And teams will have to be careful about how they plan out their rotations. Because we've seen that the MVP players who were interviewed, and I do recommend you check out the interview, told us that they like to play around the ring at the border of it, making rotations and taking fights only at the rotations and rotations itself. That's where they're going to get the most kills, and that's where you're going to find the hot zones in the finale, because the loot's multiplied, but so has been the speed of the zone, meaning no longer will you have a sigh of breath, because you'll always be in the constant run in the ring, constant fire the enemies. Restricting play area. Here we go. The first ring is gonna start closing in. Our boy Ice, he's 1,560 meters away from it, and he's gonna have to hustle. Takes painkillers, gonna look for the vehicle. He has time, but not plenty. Really skips out on those painkillers from the last moment. Let's change the view to his ally. It's gonna be Kamran. Not really his ally per se. Similar color, but not the same team. They are currently in a bit of a skirmish against Team 10, and they're very far away. They're 2,257 meters. That's 2.2k. He's currently going to camp out over here. Let's see if we can pick off any opponent. Still hidden. Doesn't really see anyone. Team 10 on the other hand is also looking to be at the corner. Seems like most of our teams are currently out of the zone. Not in it. Over to Team 12. He has a gist of where the opponent could be and throws a grenade. It does get him! Come on, a nice Kobe! That's gotta be a really great grenade! And the trajectory also is lined perfectly, and he knows where he might be next time around. Ooh, he puts it back in. Doesn't really want to overextend. They didn't even know what hit them. Now Team 10 is one man down. Not dead though. So they could just revive him. Team 10 on the other hand, Junie is taking constant bleed out damage. And they still don't want to be too risky on their revive. But they will be able to make it. Second grenade could have shut them down, but won't be needing it. And now we're going to see migration occur as teams start to go inside the ring. Good on them. But will it be enough? I doubt it. Oxygen from Team 17 currently running out because they're in the red zone. You peek out of that door, you're gonna be risking your head for explosions. Because the red zone does have an artillery fire coming down on it, as we do here. This is from left and right, gotta be careful over here. It's a game of luck when you're running in the red zone. Alright, lucky you, he will survive. Red zone, however, will be shifted on to another location on the map. So Dvision and his ally pretty split up on the field. Shouldn't be an issue because there's plenty of cover. They could all just lay down and start cooperating through the microphone. I must also point out that these teams are from universities and universities, so you could speculate that most of them are probably sitting at the room of the leader, all four of them in a corner, just playing the tournaments. That's a fun thought. RT40 does have their hands on the vehicles, 4 vehicles, mind you. That's pretty good game, I think. So we're currently making their way. They're already in the zone, so I do believe they're trying to see if they can get their hands on better weaponry, perhaps something from the care package. And they're also seeing if they can get inside at the center of the zone, so that rotation or the ring will not be an issue for them longer. Shouldn't be. Team 16 at the bridge. They're gonna camp it out for now, knowing that the enemies will have to rotate from this location, and they'll only find one, but the one should be more than plenty. If they're patient, they can score themselves 4 kills from Team Red. If they're not, though, they'll be backstabbed severely. I believe they're gonna go with the ring and the ring only. Team 18 also decked out. We have only one squad deleted so far. No squad has been deleted actually. It's just 2 players dead. Team 18 is going to be on the rooftops. The rooftop campers have a pretty good location. If they do get their hands on Sniper, Fuzar, and ×4, maybe even ×8 scope, they are set for the game. Because out here, it's your territory. Team 2 is, of course, in a bit of a skirmish against Team 16. They did manage to score 1 down, but they're also damaged in the process. Escanor and Segador are, of course, damaged. I've seen Escanor outperform his teammates before, and he may, of course, carry it out this time around as well. There's a bit of a smoke and molly being thrown around the map. And he spots him! Doesn't really take the shot. LAF, MG. There we go, there's the shot. He does get flint damage coming in on Pandit. Pandit has been taking a severe amount of blows on him. He's 1 HP. He's gotta be careful. One wrong movement and he will be down. He has to be healed though. There's a smoke, should pop it off as Escanor does go down. Goes for the revive. Doesn't really focus on the kill as Pandit has healed himself up just in time. There's a bit of skirmish on the bridges. A one-sided battle. Team 16 has the advantage. Did we see bullets coming from their back end? Is there another team right behind team number 2? Apparently not. They're safe, so that's probably the illusion put up by the enemy. Shots to come. He got punted! Segador! On the other end by himself while his allies try to make a rotation. The restriction on the zone is coming and it's coming in hard. What's gonna happen right now? So none of these vehicles are working. There's only one fucking vehicle in their squad and have to be extra careful. Pundit is down but not dead though. Segador has also fire from he does eliminate them. They've got 2 kills under themselves. Team 16 has just realized sort of pickled their farm. The hunter has become the hunted. And not to mention he just ditched it. What is that car doing over there? In God's name, how did that car end up over there? What is that doing? Okay then, we'll go with that. I don't understand. Team 16 though, they have 2 players remaining. Started out with 4 and had to run out with 2. Knowing full well that the kill points have been given to the enemy and they would rather take their chances with the zone than team number 2, they decide to back out. Remember, they had all sort of advantage. They were at all forms of advantage. And the enemy was aware of it. GLTX Candidacy Kennedy from Team BFG. Squad number 16. In a vehicle right now. It's pink vehicle with a pink. Well, it looks like a pink vehicle because of the banner. Wouldn't be against it though. We see 3 teams currently in close proximity to shelter and mansion, but none of them close enough for a fight to occur. So at the moment, we're just going to wait for the zone to close out even further. As 70 players are alive and none of the squads are removed. All the squads that took a hit, someone survived. ICF boss with his allies pushes up against Team 12. Eyes on them. He can survive here. I believe he is speculating the opponent's position to be somewhere around that compartment. And he would be right. When closing 1 minute and 30 seconds, his opponents in the back end are taking constant damage and he does spot them. That's 2 down. 1 down actually, the other one's reviving. And he has to jump on them as well. Second one may go down or IC will be the one following up. Zaib is also shooting shots over here. Has to heal up. Zelas are not in a good position. Zaib is currently down and bleeding out while Kekulunga is very low on HP and can't go for the revive. He's not even healing up. Could it be that he's out of stuff? No, he was healing Zaib. Alright, so Lunga goes down and Zaib will also bite the dust. Yes, he will. That's 2 players down outside the zone. Just choked them out. Listen for the 2 of them. I got the best of them. And Grave X Derek will get the credit for both of those kills as Team 12 decides to haul off into the distance. Doesn't really want to engage in the battlefield. That's against their favor. And we still haven't lost a squad. We are 67 players alive. That's 7 players less from what we started, and still none of the squads are dead. So players are very, very focused on keeping the teams alive for as long as possible because these are high-tier games. And they know the sacrifices they must make. They can't overindulge or over initiate in any of fight. And I Popeye, dear God, he's got a whole buffet in front of him. Just look at all that loot on the ground. There's medkits, there's weaponries. It's a haven. It's a safe haven right now. You could get anything you want. Smokes, we got those. Armors, we have that as well. Painkillers, not an issue. Ammo, say no more, fam. Just gonna go around, see if you can get anything that's useful. I knew maybe that he's lacking a backpack. That's why he hasn't picked up most of his stuff. It's a good backpack though. Kind of looting. To make sure that none of the opponents are going to be sneaking up on them. 0 for Team 6's location, and he knows they're outside the zone, but you must know that the zone has closed out completely yet. He got one? Apparently someone just died. Second got. Oh, that's gotta hurt. I just got shot in the head. That hurt a lot. There are 4 teams on ground right now. They're all in close proximity. Any of these could push any of the team and they wouldn't know. Team 13 is in their own little fight with Team 14. 4-4. Oh, he's seen the opponent. Fragor is very. He got shot and he's down. Now team number 2 is on them and they'll get him. They'll actually get them. Well, they're done for. That's 2 players down. And Escanor is just popping heads everywhere. They've already got 7 kills, and to think that they were the people outside the zone with the least amount of resources and at an disadvantage. Not to mention they're 1 man less. They started off with 1 man less, and they're already scoring points left and right. We do seem to be having a gist over the last few games, well, last few rounds will take place. Was that angle? I do not know, but Rocky will go down and deleted. He's out of the game. No revive coming in that one. This is an Apex Legends. You can't revive your allies once they're dead. Amir and Zishan are also dead. There's just 1 man left. There's going to be Groot, and he's currently crawling on the ground like an actual Groot would. So with 3 of his teammates dead, he's gonna resort to a much more primitive technique of just crawling until we make it to the top 10, perhaps top 5. Oh, good drive-by. I'm trying to get this shot and someone dead. He's hurt, he's badly injured. Second. En route, more damage comes in. Third one, how many more will there be? There's still 1 more left. I mean, they made it though, so not going to be a concern anymore. Ninja spots another one. What is this location? People are just driving by. And none of them is even trying to fight them. But players do seem to be popping out now as we are left with 48 players and only 16 teams left. There we are, Team 19 on the move now. Team number 2 is also on the move. That means better advantage. And they have scored themselves 3 vehicles. That's good cover. One of their allies down though. Make it 2. The 1 man remains. Goes for the revive. That's a good. That's a smoke, alright. Almost scared me. Let's get out of there. Auction got 2. Survives a team number 2, who are currently standing at 7 kills. Team 4 with 4. Team 11 with 3 kills. Team 14 with 4. And Team 16 with 1. Followed by Team 17 with 1. And Team 18 with 2. Alpha's pushing up. Has a good opportunity. The aim downside seems to be pretty bugged right now. Ninja Jog down and now dead. Let's push it up for more fireworks. Oof, in the open fields, Team 8 clashing out with Team 17, both sides taking heavy casualties. Team number 2 on the other hand are having a field day. They're just looting people left and right. The corner, and the explosion really hurt her against team number 14. One by one, we all fall down as the kill feed is just popping again and again, and even more are gonna follow. Sub-Zero seems to be at the top. How many kills did he get? They've gotten 7 kills on their squad. And team number 2 is currently standing at 10. Would you believe that? Their ally, Segura, one of the top fraggers, second best fragger, first down. They score themselves another one. That's going to be 11. Segura revived now. Can heal up? Not an issue. Has all the utility healers required so desperately. Heal up. And MG is the one who's going to go down this time, and he is their top player. They need to have a risky mission set up for him. This is probably the most vital revive in the entire squad. MG has been revived. Straight up and over to team number 3. They only have one player left. God kill, who's going to be laying down. With his allies who are down. Smokes out the location. Let's go for the heal. Only 8 teams left. Make it 7. And Grave Derek gets 5 kills. Finally eliminated. You're seeing a pretty dangerous game here, boy. 7 squads left and 14 players alive. Blazen got Itachi. What is he doing outside of the zone? They do a good number of them, but they're not going down this easily. He's just down but not out. Shots are just on point from this man. He's not the sole player though, he's got his ally, but he's down as well. Mr. Revive Kaidla. They're also inside the zone, so that should help them pretty much, not to mention team number 2 who have been top flanking. Also, that grenade will shut them down! A single grenade did the job! Team number 2 fully aware of the situation. Crawl onto the zone. That is until one of their allies decided to take a jeep and bring it to them, like directly to them, not even like around them. Maybe eliminated. Grave Derek has 5 kills on him. He's the only the explosion. He's still alive. MG will survive from team 2. The grenade. He's given away his position, and they know now. They are very well aware of it. And in one shot. Now as he does get eliminated from team 2, we only have 2 players left. Make it 1 now. Oof, this is gonna be pretty tough. 4 squads. 2 team, second number team does have the highest skills right now, but not for long because team 14, that's gonna be Team Evil, have 13. Almost near as best as them. They stacked up a lot of Molotovs. It's good because the nice area and it's constantly there. Number 15 is going to be outside the zone though, and that's going to be a GG's. That was pretty easy for them. Well, this was their first game in a long series to come. So it seems like Team Evil and Team LA, that's going to be Team number 2, they did really well. LA especially because despite not having a member, they got themselves the most kills. So we'll see you next time, and stay tuned.